Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to tell you guys the story of the first guy I ever dated. Get ready because it's kind of crazy. When I turned 19 one sunny day in summer, I was like, okay, it's finally time for me to start dating men. I might or might have not watched Call Me By Your Name that summer, but
Please don't do this. Hey, please don't do this.
So long story short, I hop on Miss Grinder. I don't remember correctly, but I think these were the pictures I posted of myself. Mind you, I was so afraid of getting arrested because it's literally illegal to be gay back where I'm from. But I was like, I don't give a fuck. Where's my Elio? Where's my whatever his name was? I don't even remember. After a while of getting ghosted by strangers and blah blah blah, you know how the gay dating scene is. This 28 years old, handsome guy, muscular build, I don't know, he was fine as fuck, that's all I can say, messages me. And of course, since I can't tell the guy's actual name, let's just call him Steve. I respond, we start introducing ourselves, basic stuff like what's your height, what do you like, what are your hobbies, what do you do? And then he asked for my number at some point and we exchanged numbers and I completely got off Grindr and deleted the app because 90-year-old me was like, oh, I found the man of my dreams. I'm going to be loyal.
Let's just laugh at him now.
I am so ashamed of the past me. Oh my god, I was so dumb. And then we start chatting on WhatsApp. If you don't already know what WhatsApp is, it's something like iMessage, but it's widely used in the Middle East and like other parts of the world other than US and Canada. I guess, I don't know. We start talking for a while, exchanging pictures. He was really cute and actually had such a nice personality. I was like amazed. I was like, oh, I found the Prince Charming, like whatever. After a month of talking, we finally decided to go on a date. We lived in the same neighborhood, so we decided to go to a cafe that was mutually close to the both of us. I think it was a weekend or something. I don't remember the dates correctly, sorry. So I get ready, send my pictures to my friends to get outfit approval. You know how it is. They were hyping me so much, so I wasn't stressed at all. I was like, ooh, damn, I look good, puppy. Damn, puppy, you're a rare breed, no comparing. So I hop in my car, try to drive there like 15 minutes earlier so I wouldn't be late because I don't want to leave a bad impression on the guy. Since I was early, I sat on my car and after a while I started walking towards the place. I arrived there and guess what? The place is closed and he's nowhere to be seen. So I'm just standing there like thinking to myself, where is this guy? Did he ditch me? So I give him a call. He picks up. Thanks God. I ask him, where are you? He says, I'm sitting in my car. The place was closed. And he tells me, just stay where you are. I'm going to walk towards the place. I'm going to meet you first. And then we are going to drive to another place that's actually really close by. I'm like, ooh, he's calculated. He has everything in mind. Green flag, green flag. So I'm waiting. It's been like 3 minutes. And then some random guy just comes up to me, bumps me on my shoulders. And I usually don't like it when strangers touch me. Who does? So I was like in a fight or flight mode. I was like, oh, who is this? Am I getting like robbed or something? Do I punch? So I look at the guy with the what do you want? Why are you touching me look? And he says, hey, you're Mateen. I'm Steve. Nice to finally meet you. Guys, Steve did not look one bit like his pictures. I got catfished on my first date ever with a guy.
Yup.
Any normal person would get in their car and drive back home when they find out they were catfished, right? Wrong. My stupid ass followed that guy to the second cafe. I'm not normal. I'm crazy.
You're not ashamed of yourself. Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
So I'm driving in my car behind his car going to the other place, literally reviewing every single life decision I've ever made. What did I do wrong in my life to get here to this point, to get catfished by the first guy I ever went on a date with? Like, be so for real. We arrive at the second place. Thanks God they're open. And we go sit at a 2-seat table. I don't remember correctly, but I think I got orange juice. I couldn't handle anything with caffeine because just got catfished, and that would have just stressed me out even more. We start talking and I'm like, okay, he did actually catfish me, but like he is such a nice person. Like at least what he told me about himself wasn't a lie.
You cannot be for real. Oh my God, you for real.
So after we finish our drinks, we go to a really famous park nearby and start walking around and in the park. And we start talking about our own lives, our experiences being a queer person in a third world homophobic country, stuff like that. Everything was fine until he suddenly stopped, looked me straight in the eye, and asked me, "You're not one of those flamboyant gays, are you?"
And what?
Of course, me at that time not educated enough and not aware of how homophobic and big of a red flag that question was like, no, never, pick me, choose me.
I remember thinking, I'm about to beat this bitch up.
Anyways, after this, we each get in our own cars and go back home. After like 1 week, he texts me again, and this time he asks me to go out with him and his friend. And me and my friend, obviously, because I'm not going out with them alone. What the hell? Anyways, long story short, my friend ditches me. I'm not going out with them alone. So now I'm going out all alone with the motherfucker who catfished me and his friend who I don't know shit about. I don't even know this man's name.
I don't know who this man is. I mean, he could be walking down the street. I wouldn't know a thing.
He tells me to park my car, go into his, so we can all go to the restaurant we're going to with the same car. Bestie, at this point I was like, I'm definitely getting kidnapped. I'm not getting out of this one alive.
Like, I'm so done with him. I'm just done. It's too much. I'm through.
Lucky me, I didn't get kidnapped. So we get to the restaurant, we order food. His friend is actually really cool, but I think he was high as fuck because you could tell from him like he did not understand shit. The whole time they basically just told me stories from their friendships and stuff, all the places they traveled together so far. They told me they knew each other from like studying abroad, and I think at some point they also like started talking about all of their hookups back when they were like in Spain and all the bathhouses they went to. I was like, why are you telling me all of this?
Like, it was just like, no big deal. Like, sucking dick and cock. Like, I'm just like, oh my God. Time and place. And you did it at my birthday dinner.
I don't know, like, I'm okay with it, but I'm like, why are you telling me this? Like, why are you telling me? Like,
A bleach and tone, like, a bleach and tone, like, a bleach and tone, like, what?
yeah, after they tell me all about themselves, like he also like tells me let's plan a trip and go on a trip together. You're probably thinking, oh, this time they're definitely planning to kidnap him. But no, this is actually one way to ask for a person to hook up in my country. I know it sounds a little bit weird, but it is what it is. Like if people are really shy and they want to hook up with someone, they'll be like, oh, let's go on a trip to this place, to that place. We finish our food and he drives me back to my car and I go home. A few days after that, he texts me again in the middle of the night and tells me to go out with him for a drive. So I get in my car, drive to his place and pick him up.
BRB, Mom, Regina's here! Get over, bitches!
And then we just drove around, talked in the car, and went to this tea place near the street. It was like 1 a.m. and unlike in Canada or the US, we don't close that early. Like in Canada, shops usually close from like 7 to 9, but back in Iran, they usually close like around 10 to 12, and after that we have night market, which is like usually open until 2 a.m. So he asks me to get out of the car and go get tea for the both of us. I look at him, in my head I look at my car keys. I'm like, I should not leave my car keys inside and then leave the car because he might actually steal my car. Like what? So what I did was I actually left the car with the keys inside and him still in my car to go get tea. Yes, I'm probably a dumb himbo or whatever you guys call it. I don't know. Thanks God he didn't steal my car. We actually had the tea, we had a nice little chat. But to summarize it for you guys, I actually found out he wasn't looking for a partner. He was like mostly looking for friends with benefits, and that wasn't something I was looking for as my first experience. I actually wanted to have a proper boyfriend, like a partner, not to get some random crazy catfish dick. And also at some point he told me something in the lines of, I was actually testing you all this time, which literally made no sense to me. In my head I was like, did you actually catfish me to see if I would go out with you or not? And then like your personality also ended up being a catfish. Like what? Like, you catfished me both mentally and physically. Like what? But I didn't say anything. I played it cool, went back home. But when I got back home, I sat myself down and told myself like, hey, this isn't it. You need to get back on the apps and start searching again. Which I did, and I actually found my first ever boyfriend there. I'll tell you guys all about him in a separate video. Putting that story in this one wouldn't do it justice. Like, that one's also gonna be crazy, honey. But that's just my life. Sometimes life gives you lemons and you just gotta make lemonade. And when I got with my first boyfriend, he was still texting me, trying to make plans. And I was like, baby, no, I have a boyfriend now. Don't text me anymore. And he was like, oh, so this is how it is. And he stopped texting me afterwards, which I'm happy about. And I think I blocked him in the end because I was like, oh, I went through quite an experience because of you. He was truly something else. And yeah, so the moral of the story was always be careful. If you're even a little tiny bit suspicious of the person you're talking to on these dating apps, don't be shy to ask for like pictures of them holding the peace sign or any specific thing, you know, because at the end of the day, like in my specific story, I got lucky, but not so many people get lucky like that. It's actually really dangerous. People do lie, they like to scam each other, they like to do horrible stuff. So yeah, and it's literally your basic rights if you're talking to someone to ask for proof if they are a real person or not. And you know, like, take red flags seriously. Like, if somebody says something to you that doesn't sit right by you, you completely have the right to walk off. It's 2023, and what we're not gonna do is settle for something less than what we deserve. Yeah, with all of that being said, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you liked the video. I'm definitely gonna do more story times because I really like spilling the tea and, you know, talking with you guys like this. Yeah, so that will be it. Thanks for being here. I love you guys. Bye bye.